Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews.
Test your might. Test your might. Test your might.
Hello YouTube, UltraMaximus back with another toy versus toy, and today's matchup is Venom. So in my last toy versus toy, I put up a poll to see which action figure that you wanted to see me put head to head next, and it was a 100% Venom. So here we have Venom and Venom. So this is the older figure, and obviously this just came out. Was it last year, 2016, or did he come out this year, 2017? I want to say it was 2016 he came out, and he was part of the latest Marvel Legends lines, and he's kind of got this McFarlane kind of thing going on. This Venom is from the Marvel Legends movie series, Spider-Man 3, with Tobey Maguire, and Topher Grace was the Venom, the actor that played Eddie Brock in Venom. And I gotta say that the action figure looks better than what Venom did in the movie, I think. He just looks bigger. I mean, he looks more Venom-like. So let's go ahead and get this competition into gear and put these guys in our first matchup.
Round one. Fight.
Taking a look at the paint applications on the McFarlane Build-A-Figure Marvel Legends Venom, it is simplistic because it's basically a black plastic action figure with white paint on it, and then some paint around the mouth, teeth, tongue, and then drool. But that being said, it's very clean and it's very, very accurate. The spider logo on the back is amazing, huge. I like that. And then the legs wrap all the way around the body to the front spider on the chest, which is also very clean, very nice. It's got the white squares on his hands for his web shooters, and it's got the little black dot there, which is nice. The face on both faces on the figure, very well painted. I like the eyes. I think they did a good job. It looks very comic booky. The teeth are very well done. They got kind of a yellowy bone look to them, which is very nice, whether he's just sitting there grinning or he's got his mouth open. And then the nice flesh tone pinkish color as far as the gums and the tongue go on the figure looks nice. And then it took me a while to like it, but I do like the neon green drool that we get on the open mouth tongued Venom, which is something that we see in the comics and very much in the McFarlane version. So definitely very cool. So taking a look at the Spider-Man 3 movieverse of Venom here, the paintwork on this guy is done really, really well as well. He's got the gray spider logo. We get gray paint apps all over the web work. In some parts there's some silver touch there, which is nice, even all the way down to the boots, which is very cool. We also get the gray spider on the back of the costume as well, which is very, very nice. There's just something about that gray I really like on this version of the figure, which is really, really nice. Again, the gray and silver kind of in the webbing up around the arms. And then the head sculpt. We got the silver in the eyes and then gray and silver web work on his head. The teeth have that nice bony white yellow look. And then he's got the pinkish red tongue and gums, looking very cool. And the winner is... well, it's a tie. Both of these have really, really good paint applications. I think I really like the detail we got going on with this particular figure, with the silvers and the grays, the mouth, the tongue, the teeth, all that kind of good stuff. This has a very simplistic paint scheme, but it's very, very accurate, and he's got all the additional paint apps with the tongue and the green slime on it, and the teeth and all that kind of good stuff. Overall, I mean, for what they are, both of them have done really well with the paint jobs. And on to the second category, which is Sculpt.
Round two. Fight.
So looking at the detail on the Build-A-Figure McFarlane figure, Love the detail on the head sculpt here with the open mouth, the eyes, the little crinkle in the forehead, the teeth look nice, the tongue coming out, everything sculpted well. He's got sculpt work around the eyes, which is nice. It's not just painted on there. But that's really about it as far as detail goes on the figure. I mean, there is no other detail. Everything else is painted on the actual figure as far as that stuff goes. Now, he does have a lot of muscle tone, which is very, very cool, but this is a body mold that we've seen before. It's just flat black and it has the spider logo painted on it. And just to show the figure with the alternate head on there, so we got the closed mouth McFarlane Venom. Again, I really like the detail on this. The eyes are different and they're sculpted different than the open mouth one, which is nice. It just wasn't the same set of eyes put on there. It doesn't have the frowned wrinkles. And the teeth, oh, the needle teeth and grin that we got going on with this figure is very, very nice. Just overall, I was very appreciative that we got two completely different sculpted heads. For this figure, they could have easily just kind of altered this particular head or the other head, really, and just gave it a closed mouth. But instead, it is a completely different sculpt and a different look at the comic art that Todd McFarlane had put out for Venom. So looking at the midsection of the figure, again, not a lot of detail except for muscle work, which is fine. We've seen this body mold before, but what is nice about this figure, we get two sets of hands. We get a closed set of hands, which is very cool. The sculpt works well. I'm sure that's been used before. And then we get this open clawed hand, and I'm pretty sure this might be the first time that we've seen this. We may have seen it with the Toxin figure. I'm not really sure. I'd have to go back and look at it. But yeah, definitely pretty cool. And he's got the little claws at the tips of the fingertips, which is really nice, and it's just a subtle little fun detail. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure, this is where it has the least amount of detail. I mean, they're just black legs and boots. There's no toes or anything like that. He just, Venom just kind of has boots there. So very bland, but I mean, it works for the character and the comic look. So taking a closer look at the sculpt on the Movieverse Spider-Man 3 Venom, I like the sculpt on it. All the web work, the raised spider logo. The head looks pretty cool. It looks similar to what we get in the movie. In fact, I think it looks a little bit better than what we get in the movie. The raised webbing is all over the place. There's texture on the body as well. If you look in the arms, it's got kind of that textured look. We got the raised spider on the back there. The teeth are molded well. We get the tongue out. The head has a lot of different textures going on, and the eye sculpt. Everything is done really, really detailed and very, very nice. Looking at the midsection of the figure, again, lots of textured detail everywhere, even around the pants area. On these little spider butt there, we get that kind of textured look, and on the legs. We get the webbing all the way down through the fingers. He's even got webbing on the joints, which is nice. We get the little V formation on his midsection. Very cool, very nice. The web work all on the hands and the fingers. I mean, it's just detailed down to the tips of the action figure, which is very impressive. And then taking a look at the legs of the figure, again, the detail continues all the way down to the toes. And I like how we got the textured at the top on the upper legs, and then when it gets down to the boot area, we get the web work again, which is very nice, kind of breaks it up a little bit. Very, very cool. I think it gives it a very Spider-Man movie-verse feel, like the costume he had in that movie, just Venomified, which is really, really nice. And, again, that raised webbing. Just looks super cool, and I like the texture. And the winner is the Marvel Legends movie, Spider-Man 3. I mean, this just has to win. It has a lot more sculpted detail on the figure, all that webbing that's on there. The mouth and head, I think are actually pretty close to the Build-A-Figure version, but I don't know, there's something about the detail with the eyes, and then again, all that webbing across the body, the raised spider symbol on the chest. I mean, hands down, it has to win this category.
Round 3. Fight.
And in our next category, which of these Marvel Legends figures has the better articulation? So let's go ahead and take a look. So first up is the movie-verse Venom. His head does rotate back and forth. It goes down not too terribly far. It does twist up pretty far, which is nice. He has a diaphragm joint right here, which mainly goes back and forth. That's really about it. He does not really go up and down much at all. He's got a joint that swings up. It also is in a ball socket at the upper arm there. There's a twist at upper arm. He has a double jointed elbow, which is nice. His hands do twist. They are also on a hinge. Nothing at the waist for spinning, which is unfortunate. His leg kicks up about that far. It goes that far back. It twists at the ball joint at the hip. There is also an upper leg twist, which is nice. He has a double jointed knee, which is very cool. No upper leg rotation up there. His feet are on a hinge that move up and down, and they do twist back and forth, but there is no ankle pivot, which is very, very sad, but it is what it is. So the Build-A-Figure Venom, let's see. Alright, so his articulation. He can look really far down, which is nice. He can look really far forward. He's got a ball joint up at the top, so he has a ball joint and a neck hinge, which is very, very cool. He has a ab crunch, no diaphragm joint, but an ab crunch, so he can look that far up. He can look that far down. He has a twist at the waist, which is nice. He's got a socket up here at the shoulder. It twists. He has upper arm rotation. He also has a double jointed elbow. His wrists do twist. They are also on a hinge, which is nice. His legs kick that far forward. They kick that far back. There's a twist at the upper thigh. They kick out pretty far, which is nice. He's got a double jointed knee right there, and then he has an upper twist at the boot, which is nice. The feet are on hinges, so they go up and down. And then they also have that crazy ankle rocker pivot that we love! With this being his widest possible stance, with both feet still flat on the floor. Take that, movie Venom! So quite frankly, the winner in this category has got to go to the McFarlane Build-A-Figure Marvel Legends Venom.
Round 4. Fight.
And on to the next category, which is playability. So, as far as articulation goes, the Marvel Legends, beats this one as far as articulation. Not by much, but that does mean you can get this one into better poses, or more poses, I guess. Maybe not necessarily better, but definitely more poses, which is very nice. Both of these had Build-A-Figure parts that came with, so you can build another action figure, which is always a fun accessory and gimmick to get you to buy more action figures. But that's about where these two come to the stop as far as competition goes, because this particular figure also comes with a secondary set of interchangeable hands. So he's got, they're in a box somewhere, he's got open grippy hands like this, a full set of 2, and then he also has closed fisted hands like this one. So he's got 2 different sets of hands, which gives you a couple different options as far as playability goes, and he also has an interchangeable head, which is nice. So he's got the closed, oh man, this ball socket is, there we go, hard to get on there. So he's got the closed mouth and the open mouth comic book look from McFarlane's artwork, which is really, really nice. So yeah, definitely very, very cool. And well, considering he comes with way more accessories than this guy who has none, the winner's gotta go to the McFarlane Build-A-Figure Marvel Legends Venom.
Final round. Fight.
And now for our final category, cost. So, which of these figures is the better buy as far as cost goes? Well, this particular figure is kind of old now because it is from the Spider-Man 3 film. However, he's still got a pretty decent range as far as price goes. You can get this guy loose, used, anywhere from $15 to in box, never opened, up to $75. I think I got mine in a lot, so I mean it was probably around $10-15 for that guy as far as value goes, I think, when I got him. So that wasn't too terribly bad. He was loose, but if you want to get him brand new in box, it can run up to $75. Now, the newer version of Venom, the Build-A-Figure McFarlane Venom, that's going anywhere from MSRP at $19.99, $20, up to about $50, give or take. Where you're at, you could probably find this guy for $10 or $15 loose, maybe missing some of the accessory pieces, but if you want to get one brand new in the box at $20, very easily found anywhere. So, well, frankly, as far as cost goes, the winners gotta go to the McFarlane Build-A-Figure Marvel Legends Venom. So, adding up all the points, who's the winner of this toy versus toy Venom showdown? It's none other than
Okay guys, welcome to this week's Toy versus Toy. Let's have a good clean fight, okay? Alright, the lantern. Wings.
Fatality.
the Marvel Legends McFarlane Build-A-Figure Venom. Yes, this definitely has got to be the better Venom as far as cost, playability. It's got a lot more accessories, posability. The articulation on this figure is superior than the Spider-Man 3 Venom. Get up, see what I did there? Superior Venom. Oh, so definitely very cool. Now, while it does have a simplistic paint job, I think it does match up pretty well with the movieverse version. But overall, if you've got to pick a Venom figure, I think this has definitely gotta be the one. So there it is, the winner of this week's Toy versus Toy. It's the McFarlane Build-A-Figure Venom.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.